Alright, so okay, just give me a minute. We will just start with the session, guys. Let me share my screen too. Am I audible? Just give me a minute. Okay, 1 minute, let me cross check. Let me cross check once. Alright, so let's get started and let's try to understand. The part YouTube is not receiving enough. So open widget camera room. Viewer experience buffering. One minute. Let's first of all let me see if you guys can do chat. Yes, you can do chat. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible? We will start in 2 minutes. Okay, just wait 2 minutes. We'll start it. Fine, so let's try to understand about the next part. So in the last lecture, okay, can you please use the chat option and let me know if you guys can hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you please let me know in the chat option if you can hear me properly, so that we can start with our lecture? Yes, right? All right, so let's get started then. CPU इतना लिया इसने, स्ट्रीम किया आउटपुट में, okay, fine. So let's get started. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Alright, so basically we are trying to understand about a very important concept. We called it as a PostgreSQL database administration. PostgreSQL database administration. Okay. So how this PostgreSQL database administration is similar, okay, kind of similar like your Oracle database, and how we can relate it to the Oracle database also, that we are going to see in our today's lecture. Okay. Again, as we know in the IT industry, whenever you are thinking that, whenever the client is thinking that they want to start with the business, let's say they have some applications, like they have some applications is there, okay, and they want to under your database actually. Now this application can be your CRM application, it can be your ERP applications, it can be applications related to edtech, it can be different type of applications also. So in the market, like we have multiple databases are available. Like if I take the example of if I just talk about databases, there are different databases are available in the market. Among them, very famous is Oracle database and PostgreSQL database. People are often talk about what is the difference between Oracle and PostgreSQL. That is like, most of the time the people are having a confusion and which database they should use if I want to start my career also. Even when the client is also thinking that they want to come up with some database, this is also one kind of discussion is always happening. The main difference between Oracle and PostgreSQL is basically related to your licensing cost. License. Any database what you use in real-time production environment is not free of cost. Just take an example of Oracle, okay. Oracle is very famous, kind of very old technology also, 1980s technology is there, and still it has a good name in the market. But if you want to use the Oracle database, you need to pay the huge amount of cost per core basis. Per core, the number of core that you are going to use, the number of license you need to purchase. Now there are some clients are there, they are not ready to pay, or they do not have a capacity to pay for the license, right? Initially, let's say you are coming with some business where you are in a situations where you are not afford to take a license. So in that case, they will come up with the database. We called it as a Postgres as a database, because this Postgres is your actually open source database. Open source means both are doing the same thing. Oracle is also helping you to store your transactions. Postgres is also helping you to store your transactions only. But Oracle is taking some charges. If they are taking some charges, it means there is something they are providing, right? What is that? So Oracle is providing you a support. They will provide you support. Support means, let's say you have some maintenance. Let's say you got some bug. You got some critical issues in your Oracle database. So Oracle can provide you support. You need to again provide the support charges also. Anything which is provided by the Oracle is chargeable basically. But they are providing premium support also. Now people are often asking like when to use Oracle and when to go with the PostgreSQL database. Oracle is very famous, very important whenever you are talking about the critical applications. When you think that okay, you have some critical applications are there, especially like when you have banking, that time Oracle is more preferable. But when you think that, okay, I just want to store a data, but that data is not that critical, basically you can go with the PostgreSQL database also. And when your client is thinking that for me the cost is more important than security and all, you can go with the PostgreSQL database also. So now coming to the same and very famous questions like which database is better, Postgres or Oracle? So there is not a fixed solution for it, guys. You cannot say that which one is better, because it's all depending upon the requirement of the client only. If your client is thinking that I cannot afford downtime, because if my database is down, I am losing my business, and that is in millions of dollars, then go with the Oracle only. So can I expect some support for Postgres also? Yes, there are companies are there, they provide the support also, like you may have heard about EDB, Percona. And if you host this Postgres on your cloud, then cloud vendor are also going to provide the support also. Like you can use this Postgres database with multiple cloud like AWS, GCP, Azure. You can use this, no problem in that. Now the people who are coming from Oracle background, for them it is quite easy to understand about the PostgreSQL architecture also. We discuss, like when we discuss about the Oracle architecture, we discuss about a few component. Like when I discuss about the Oracle, usually their architecture is like you will have a single instance, right? You will have a single instance which is my database instance, and this database instance will be connected to your database only. In the database you will have your database related files like your SP file, control files, data files, arclog, all these files will be there. I'm talking about Oracle actually, right? So you will have a database instance, and this is connected to your database actually. Here the Postgres, like here in the Postgres, the things are little different. Whenever you are thinking that I want to install a database, okay, whenever you are thinking that I want to install a database, what you need first? You need one server, correct? Whenever you are thinking that I want to install one database, you need one server. Under that server, you are going to have an operating system. So which operating system? For Postgres, you can install the Postgres on Mac operating system. You can install it on Windows operating system. You can install it Linux operating system. Any Linux flavor you can use. And under that, you are going to install your PostgreSQL cluster. We call it as a Postgres cluster actually. Why we called it as a Postgres cluster? Why we called it as a Postgres cluster? Because you will have a multiple databases under one instance here, like let's say DB1, DB2. So basically, if I talked about the Postgres architecture, and when you do the Postgres installation, whenever you are going to do the Postgres installation, you will have an instance, your Postgres instance will be there, and that instance will be a single instance connected to your multiple databases. Like you can create multiple databases, DB1, database 2, you can create multiple database also. Under this database, you can create your database related objects, like let's say you want to create a tables and all that, you can do that. Under that you can create your tables, and everything is possible. So how to create a table, how to create a schema, a role, how to grant the privileges, everything we are going to see one by one only. Now there is basic questions, like if I take the example of my Oracle, if I stop the instance, my database will be stopped here, but only one database will be stopped, correct now? If I stop the instance, my database will be stopped. Here, can I stop only one database? Let's take an example. I have DB1, DB2. These are the multiple databases are there. I have 4 databases which is connected to one PostgreSQL instance. Can I stop only DB1 database? No, it is not possible. If you think that I want to stop only one database, can I stop? No, it is not possible. If I stop the instance, let's take an example. If I stop the instance, DB1, DB2, DB3, DB4, all will be down. Everything will be down. DB1, DB2, DB3, DB4, everything will be down. Everything will be down. So here there is a one utility is there. We call it as a PG_CTL. This is one utility. If you want to compare it with the Oracle, you can say SQL Plus actually. So PG_CTL is the utility through which, by using this utility, you can start the database cluster, you can stop the database cluster, you can do everything. So if you fire a command like PG_CTL start -d and your data directory path. Now what is data directory? Basically a location where your data files are stored or database related objects are stored. So PG_CTL start -d and here you need to mention the data directory. Okay, I'm showing you everything theoretically. I know, understand. Okay, we are going to see one by one. Okay, slowly, because this is first we will see the installation, then we will discuss about architecture. Still architecture I have not started. I'm just giving you the basic overview actually. So PG_CTL is the utility to start a database instance where your data directories are available. When you do the installation of cluster, your PostgreSQL cluster, you need to mention your data directory. You need to mention your data directory location. What this data directory will contain? What do you think? Any idea, guys? What data directory contain? Any idea in the chat option? Any idea? What does data directory contain? Okay, nice. What else? What else? Configuration files, data files, correct. Physical data files, correct. Configuration files. So this data directory means it's a location where my database related files are there. Whenever you are thinking that I want to do the installation of cluster, PostgreSQL cluster, you need to mention data directory. Let's say I mention like /home/postgres/data. This is my data directory where my database related files are available. Among this location contain your very important files like your data files. Data files means these are the data files where your actual data of your database is stored. Let's say you created a EMP table. Under this EMP table, I have my data is available. So does table store a data? No, table is just a logical thing. Table does not have any data. Where my data is available? Under this data file. These are the binary files are there which you cannot, like the people like you and me, we cannot see that. The people like you and me, we cannot, we cannot see the content. For that we need to create a table. Only. This has your configurations files also. Configuration files means which will have the configurations of your database. Your database configurations will be there. Like just take an example. What is the configurations files will contain? Configurations about your database only. Just take an example. On my database, how many people can connect at a time? Let's say I'm saying that how many sessions can be established. I'll say that okay, 100 session can establish. So that needs to be mentioned somewhere, na? I'm saying that okay, just take an example of IRCTC. IRCTC is saying that morning 10 o'clock Tatkal time, only 1000 people can log in at a time. So that is the number of sessions. So every database, every cluster will have a limitations. What limitations? How many people can connect, right? I mentioned that okay, 100 people. Where it is mentioned? In the configuration file. This configuration file. You are saying that to this cluster I am going to allocate 40 GB of memory. Why you are allocating memory to this database? Because on this database you are going to perform your DML operations, DDL operations. Whenever you are performing all these DML operations, DDL operations, whenever you are performing DML operations, DDL operations, what will happen? That required a memory, na? Let's say you are running select star from EMP. When you fire a command like select star from EMP, it required some memory to execute. It required some memory to, so that memory, where you are going to specify, you need to mention somewhere, na? You are going to mention into the configuration files. And likewise, many other files are also available here. Likewise, many other files are also available. Like you have your wall files, transaction related files will be there. Okay. You have your data files will be there. You have your table space related directives will be there. Lot of things will be there. Okay. We will see one by one, slowly. I will show you practically also. We are going to see all these things. Achha, till now, whatever we have discussed, able to understand? Okay. Till now, whatever we have discussed, able to understand? Everyone, can you please use the chat option and let me know if you are able to understand till now? Able to understand? Now those people who are coming from Oracle background, this configuration file means, what is that file in Oracle? It is your basically parameter file, correct? P file or SP file, correct? So we need to see like how you can change this file also, okay? That we are going to see that. Fine. Now the next part. So everyone, I see that you people are able to understand very fine. You people are very clear. In PostgreSQL, there is a small concept is also there. I'll talk about that very little. We called it as a MVCC. Multi-version concurrency control, something like that. So the databases like your Oracle database, the database like PostgreSQL are supporting this MVCC concept. Now what is that MVCC concept? You know how the update work in Postgres, little different than Oracle. You know how it is working in Postgres, little different. How? So consider a situation that I have one employee table is there, okay, and under that there are three columns are there: ID, name and salary. These are the three columns are there. Okay. So let's say the ID is 1, the name is Sagar and salary is 1000. There is an employee table in the PostgreSQL database. We have three columns: ID, name and salary, 1, Sagar and 1000. Consider a situation that what is the situation? Let's say you want to update this salary from 1000 to 2000. So basically the person has written which statement? Update. So he mentioned like update table name set salary equals to how much? 2000, where ID equals to 1. So he mentioned that command. So he changed the salary from 1000 to 2000, right? That's what he has done that. Now what will happen in the Oracle database basically? In the Oracle database, the same record is going to be updated basically. But in PostgreSQL, what will happen? Whenever you are updating the record, let's say you change the salary from 1000 to 2000, you update this record now. Postgres will internally insert new record. So it will like 1 Sagar, and what is the new salary? 2000. Whenever you are updating, there is two options are there. What you need to do? You need to either do commit or you are going to do rollback. There are two options are there, correct? So in PostgreSQL, what will happen? Whenever you are going to update the salary, the same record is not going to be updated. No, it will insert a new record internally. Yeah? 1 Sagar 2000. And if you done the commit, let's say the user has done the commit, means now this salary is becoming permanent na. So this record will become data tuple. What we call it as a data tuple. Tuple means row. In PostgreSQL, this row is basically tuple. What will happen? That record will become dead. Now if you fire select star from EMP na, you will not see this dead records. You will see only new records only. Select star from EMP, if you fire, you will only see this record. So there is one problem here. What is the problem? Whenever you are updating something, a new record is coming and the older record are becoming dead. Means they are the part of database table, right? Don't you think that it is a problem? Okay, I know that those records are not accessible by the user. Normal user, they cannot access it. Yeah, DBA people can do that. But don't you think that it is a problem? What is the problem, guys? What is the problem you see here in this scenario? What will happen? Let's say you are doing update and behind the scene the inserts are happening. What will happen? What will happen? What do you think? What will happen? Storage problem, correct na? It is a storage problem. Storage problem is, let's say you have one table is there and here if you are updating so many record, so many inserts are happening, the table size is getting increased, right? The table size is getting increased. And then client is saying that, boss, you guys are utilizing so much of storage and we do not have that much of data also. Basically, it will create a problem for your cost only. Correct na? Cost. Storage, is it coming free of cost? No, you need to pay, right? It's not free of cost. So to avoid this problem, let's say you got so many date tuple. Let's say you got so many date tuple and now it is a time, like it's an activity provided by the DBA. It is your maintenance activity. So there is a maintenance activity done by the PostgreSQL DBA. We called it as a, what is that? We called it as a vacuuming. What it is that? We called it as a vacuuming. We called it as a vacuuming. Vacuuming means it is a time to remove those date tuple also, or it is a time to remove those date tuple. It is a time to remove a date tuple. So there are different type of vacuumings are available in the PostgreSQL. What are those? Right? What are those different type of vacuumings are there? So the main purpose of vacuuming is to remove dead a tuple. That is the main purpose. And there are different type of vacuumings are there. So one is like normal vacuuming. One is like normal vacuum. The command itself is vacuum itself. It's a normal vacuum. What it will do? What it will do? So let's say I have this one date tuple is there which is consuming some space. You call this vacuum. What it will do? Now this space, earlier this space was not used by someone. Earlier I was not able to use this because there is a date tuple. Now I called vacuum. Since I called vacuum, what it will do? Now this space I can use it for my next record. I can use it for my next record. Means it will free up the space and can be reused. Now by using this vacuum, you can reuse that space. You got a space Okay, see earlier that space was there, but that was not empty, it was full because the date tuple was there. Now when you call vacuum na, you can reuse that space now, but does it release the space on operating system level? Let's say you called vacuuming, and after the vacuuming I'm thinking that my database size will decrease from 100 GB to 50 GB. I'm just thinking like that, but is it going to happen? No. So for that you need to call something, we called it as a vacuum full. Vacuum full means it will release the space from your operating system level also. It will release the space from your operating system level also. For that we need to call vacuum full. But there is a problem. Whenever you are performing any activity on the database level, the first thing that you need to understand that whether the downtime is required or not, whether it is an online activity or not. So what do you think? Whether it is an online activity or not, right? That is the main problem. That is a main problem, correct now? So vacuum is online activity, it's online activity, but it will not lock any record also. Means wherever vacuuming is happening, you can use that. It will not create any exclusive lock. It will not create your exclusive lock. But when you call vacuum full na, it will create exclusive lock. Exclusive lock means, let's say you are doing some vacuuming on some table. You can do it on database level, table level, cluster level also. Whenever you are doing the vacuuming on some particular table, that table will not be accessible. You cannot access that. You cannot access that. You cannot access that. You got my point? You got my point? Correct. Everyone, till now whatever we discuss, able to understand? Till now whatever we discuss, able to understand? What do you think? So vacuum fuel is all about, somewhere you say that you need a downtime also. Somewhere you need a downtime also. Somewhere you need a downtime also. Correct na? Somewhere you need a downtime also. Able to understand, everyone? Correct na? Now this vacuuming, like since it is a daily activity, like you can automatic it also. Means if you want, you can just call something called auto vacuum also available. There is something called auto vacuum. Means you can just set some configurations that, okay, as soon as my 100 records deleted, automatically vacuuming should call automatically. And if you think that you want to call this vacuuming manually, you can call it manually also. No problem in that. It's up to you. It's up to you. You can do that. You can do that. Acha. Now I'll take the above example only. How the, now let's take an example. I have one same employee table where I have this ID, name and salary is there. Let's say the ID is 1, name is, let's say, Sagar. Okay, and here it is 1000. Now let's say there is a user 1, he changed the salary from 1000 to 2000, but he has not done the commit. Let's say there is a user 1, he got connected to the database and he changed the salary from 1000 to 2000. At the same time, user 2 got connected to the database and he is firing select statement on same record. Okay, first of all, when he is updating something, can he do select? When user 1 is updating something, does user 2 can select or not? What do you think? Let's say he has fired the update statement is completed, but commit is not done. So at a time means on the same scenario, can select will work or not? What do you think? Select will work or not? What do you think? When I am updating, when u1 is updating, then u2 can select or not? That is a question. जब u1 अपडेट कर रहा है तो u2 सिलेक्ट कर रहा है क्या? दोनों भी एक साथ में कर रहे हैं, एक ही टाइम पे. क्या लगता है आप लोग को? क्या लगता है? So when u1 is updating, u2 can select. Okay, there is no problem, u2 can select. When u1 is updating, u2 can select, no problem in that, there is no problem in that. Acha, let's take an example. u2 is selecting. So which salary he will get? He will get 1000 or 2000? He will get 1000 or 2000. That is a question. Let me repeat the question one more time. Let me repeat. There is a u1 who got connected. He changed the salary from 1000 to 2000, but he has not done the commit. He has not done the commit. At the same time, u2 user is selecting something. So which he will get? u2 will get 1000 only. Why? Because he has not done the commit. After the update, he has not done the commit. This u1 has to do the commit. If he is doing the commit, means after the commit, what he will see? After the commit, he will see 2000. But before commit, so before commit 1000, after commit 2000. So basically, whenever you are updating something in the PostgreSQL database, what he will do, you know? He will take the snapshot of your previous record. So this previous record, because you change the salary from 1000 to 2000 now, so it will take a snapshot. It will take a snapshot of your, if it will take a snapshot of your previous record, and only previous record will be visible before the commit if someone is accepting. This is all comes under the MVCC only, multi-version, and this is happening with the Oracle also. Oracle also, by default it is enabled with Oracle. By default it is not enabled with SQL Server. It is not enabled with SQL Server. अच्छा, समझ में आ रहा है? Everyone able to understand? Say yes, say no. Able to understand? Able to understand? So सीधा सीधा दिमाग के अंदर ये मतलब I'll just take little हिंदी. So सीधा सीधा दिमाग के अंदर ये समझो कि अगर कोई बंदा कुछ अपडेट कर रहा है, if someone is updating something, and at the same time if user 2 is accessing those record, it is accessible. Means when you are updating na, when you are updating, select is possible. Select is possible. So in select, which record he will get? Before commit record. Before commit record. And after the commit, he will get after commit record. After commit record. Okay. So this is just all about, you know, like my main intention is some heads up about the Postgres related concept. In the next lecture, we will talk about the architecture, installation. Then you will understand one by one, slowly. Okay, everything. That's the main plan, guys. Okay. So I'll show you all these things practically also. Don't worry about that. Okay. So we will discuss, okay, one by one. Commit means commit. After the insert, update, delete, there is something called commit. Commit is a command. What commit will do? Commit will do the changes permanently in the database. Whenever you are performing DML operations like insert, update, delete, in order to make those changes permanent, we need to fire a command called commit. That's a commit. Okay. We'll discuss about MVCC again one more time, because see, the main purpose of today's class is all about the demo only. Okay. Just to give some little bit about the demo. Okay. We are going to see all those things like whatever we had just little bit seen now. We will see all those things with the practicals, slowly, one by one, and everything. Okay. So basically my main intention is like we are going to start a new batch of PostgreSQL DBA. Those people who are interested to join with the PostgreSQL DBA training, they can reach out to the Learnomate team. And if you have any questions related to the PostgreSQL training related questions, okay, you can definitely ask me now. There is a link, there is a form which is given in the chat options. Please go through that. Okay. And fine, if you guys have any questions regarding the training, you can ask me. Okay, I'll just enable the, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question related to the training. Okay, I'll take care of it.
Hello, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, you can cover the PG pool and PG bouncer for
PG,
exchange.
no. See, syllabus is very huge. It's quite difficult to cover everything. We are going to talk about these replications and all. These are all things are available, but we are mainly focusing on the native utilities which are available with the PostgreSQL. Maybe in the next batch, but in this batch we are not doing that.
Okay, sir.
So is this, sorry, sir, actually, is this related to like normal Postgres or Postgres DBA kind of?
So there are two tracks are there. One is your development track is there. Okay, so where you are going to write down your PSQL queries and all, right? Your, like, just like in Oracle we are having Oracle developer, here also you guys do some development, but it's the training which I'm talking, it's not a development, it's a administration. So you guys are mainly responsible the
Yeah.
activities like installations and all, like taking
So
backups, restoration and all.
I'm looking
But
for,
sir, during that the
One by one I'll
interview
take.
session,
Hmm?
yeah,
so
actually, I'm looking
the
for,
interview session.
Nitish, just 1 second. I have a one more
Okay.
question. Sorry. Actually, I'm looking for pretty much into like engineering aspect, like performance side. So, will the DBA gonna help me out?
DBA can help you, but here we are not talking about only performance. We take care of everything. Okay, so basically we start from very all the DBA activities point of view, not just a performance. Performance is also one part, uh, but if you are just specifically looking for performance, maybe you can look for performance trainer, but believe me, it's quite difficult to get.
Yeah. So here
But sir, in
you
interview,
will be
sorry.
covering the DBA part, right? Like
DBA part,
in this session, right?
correct,
Okay.
correct, DBA part.
So there also we'll cover bit of performance activities.
We do. Yeah, next please.
Sir, in interview session, first question is a performance tune. How to perform tune slow queries and all of things.
So
So
this is not a
what is
performance
the
class. Okay, here the basic performance will be covered, the regular activities related to the performance. Okay, if you want guys to take the performance only, you can join the performance tuning classes. There they will discuss from the first day itself about the performance.
So how many days you're covering for this
That will go
all
around
sessions?
2 months, to more than 2 months, 2 months at least.
Okay. How much you are charging, sir?
You guys can reach out to the Learnomate sales team, they will guide you about this.
Okay.
Sir, can we have a brief about the syllabus?
Syllabus, can you please fill up this form, guys? We will share you the syllabus and everything. Okay, so there is a link
But once
given in
we
the chat options. Yes.
so once we learn PostgreSQL, so means after completion of Postgre, actually I know Oracle also. So after completion of Postgre means how means I will be considered fresher or experienced.
Do you, are you, no, what I'm trying to say, do you have any IT experience or you are completely fresher?
No, I have experience in Oracle
No,
DBA,
it's what you
7 years.
can do, like usually, like nowadays when I'm talking with multiple people, even in my project also, we cover, we need to work on both the side, like we need to handle the tickets related to the Oracle also, as well as Postgres also. Earlier there were a time, like you will have a separate team will be there, but now the expectations of the IT industry is very high, so you are the one who is going to handle Oracle and Postgres. So what you can say, like after this training, let's say you have complete, let's say 8 years of experience, so you can say 5 years of experience in Oracle DB and 3 years in Postgres. So that way you can create, so that's a additional bonus for you. Or maybe 2-3 years of experience in Postgres and 2-3 years of experience in Oracle, like that you can mention.
So this 2 month session will cover like we can update in our resume like we have 3 years of experience into Postgres, right?
Definitely you can mention that.
Okay.
So you can cover the updation version of updation activity also.
Yeah, that is there. Upgradation is
And
there. Then we
and sir,
have these replications are there.
Are you going to cover streaming replication HA part also?
Streaming is there, correct. Logical replication is there. Means when I say replication means everything is there. Okay.
Migrations.
Yeah.
Migrations we have not discussed it. We will see, okay, but I cannot commit as of now. We are still working on it. Maybe we will cover Ora to PG, but I cannot commit as of now.
Sir, like MS SQL and this Postgres and Oracle DBA, what are the difference? Like if we are learning one thing, so we can do MS SQL also or Oracle also, or if any
MS SQL,
the other DBA.
SQL Server, like the person who is coming from Oracle background, SQL Server I would not suggest mostly, because it's kind of complete replacement only. Either is SQL or Oracle, something like that. But mostly the combination will be like Oracle with PostgreSQL, because one open source database and one enterprise level database.
Like no, actually, sir, I have a little bit knowledge of SQL also. So like currently, like I'm working with Microsoft MS SQL database, but I don't have idea regarding the database. So if I'm learning PostgreSQL from your thing, so can I work on this MS SQL DBA? Because I am into previously SQL, only I have SQL knowledge. So I
See,
don't know about DBA and
no,
backup and all.
see, most of the databases will be similar only, okay, most of the time, but it's not 100%, okay. So
So how much percent can I manage over? Because I'm working
percentage
and I have
यार
joined
वो बताना बहुत
recently.
difficult होता है, okay. So if you want to start a career in PostgreSQL, you can join this.
So will it be on a normal platform or will it be on cloud?
Not in cloud, it's on premises.
So any difference between on-premises and cloud, or the working condition it will be same?
The cloud side, it is quite easy actually. If you want to do the installation within click, you can do that. But again, like if you want to understand in cloud, you should have a knowledge about on premises, that is required, because
Okay.
the similar kind of activities will be there. But again, the cloud side means little like the challenges will be, there will not be much challenges actually, quite easy.
So
If you want to create a
anything
cluster,
related
everything
to
possible.
anything related to migration from Oracle to Postgres or that
We
kind
are
of
not, maybe I'm still working on it, okay. I cannot commit as of now, maybe this batch or next batch. But whenever we are going to cover the migrations na, the existing people will be able to go for it. There will not be any extra charges for that.
Okay, so you mean to say like if we enroll for this batch, so next batch if we are doing for
You can do that.
migration,
Correct.
okay.
but
Okay,
sir,
thank
how
you.
did we know the migration process takes place? So how did we know how migration is included in the next batch?
No, we inform to everyone na. We inform to everyone. Whenever we start a new batch, every group will have information about that. We have all the groups with us.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes.
will we be getting a recorded video classes are taking off?
Yeah, every lecture will be getting recorded also. You will get the recording on the same day. We
what
have
are
a
the
dedicated support
timings
team
will
is
be?
also available. So whenever you guys are facing any technical issues while doing the practice, so you can reach out to our WhatsApp group. They will take your control and fix the issues.
And what will be the timings and day-to-day
Same
timings and how
timing,
long?
7 to 8, 2 months of course.
Evening, right?
Evening.
So Monday to Friday?
Hello.
Monday to Thursday.
So
Hello.
will the
Sir,
installation
for
take place on Windows, Linux, or
Windows
which
also,
platform?
Linux also, both side. But we will cover most of the syllabus on Linux.
Linux, right? Okay, yeah, Red Hat Linux.